show you how to attach the arms. This is the inside of the body, and I have already fitted the wire in and attached it to the wire that's been coming up from the legs, twisted it round, and you can see I've got this outer edge, and then I've got an outer edge for each arm. And what we're going to do is we're going to go along, we're going to attach the arm, go around the arm, then go back across the front to the other arm, around, rejoin the body, and back to here again. So I'm going to start by doing my single crochets along the back. I've reached the middle of the side, so I'm going to start by going into the arm. Now, when I attach the arms, I always make sure that the crease of the elbow, if you think about how elbows sit against your body when you're just got your arms hanging loose, the crease should be facing more or less forward, maybe slightly turned in, but more or less forward. So just think about that as you're attaching your arms and the position of it. So I'm just going to find the right point to go into. I think it's probably going to be about that one, maybe a little bit more around that way, so that my elbow sits forward. And I'm going to go round. So I've just gone straight into, so instead of going into the next stitch of the body, I've just gone straight into the arm, and I'm just going to do my stitches around the arm now. I'm just being careful because this is where I finished the arm off, so I'm just choosing, I either need to go into this top one or this bottom one, but not both, because they are the same stitch. Right, so I've gone around my arm, gone around the whole thing, and I'm back at my where I came in from. Now at this point, and I don't write this in my pattern, it's something I sort of learned as I went along. Normally I just go straight into this stitch, which is the next stitch of the body, but actually what I found is doing a sort of a decrease to include the stitch that I started the arm and came from the last one of the body, and the new stitch, so 3 stitches. So where I came into the arm, I'm going to do a bit of a stitch into that, but I'm not going to finish that off. I'm then going to do just the front loop of the stitch. This is where I finished on the body before, so I'm just doing a sort of invisible decrease, so just into the front loop of that one, and then the front loop also of the stitch that is the next one in the body, the one that I should be going into. And what that does, so I'm just going to pull through all 3 of those and then finish that stitch off. What that does is it's just going to give a slightly neater finish under the arm, because otherwise you can end up with a little bit of a hole there, which you can see the stuffing through. So that just makes it a little bit cleaner. So that's the first stitch of across the chest. So I'm just going to finish those ones off. Here I am, the last one of the body here. And then I'm going to do the same as I did, but the other way round. So here I'm going to find the stitch that I think makes that arm sit right, and just go straight into that in the arm, and then go around the arm. Last one of the arm. And then I'm going to repeat what I did on the other side. So I'm going to go in to where my first stitch in the arm, and then I'm also going to go into the front of the loop of the last stitch of the body and the front loop of the next stitch, and I'm going to pull through. Just going to let me. There we go. And finish that stitch off. And again, it's not a true decrease because I'm going back into stitches I've already gone into, but again, what it's going to do is just make that a bit of a neater finish on the under of the arms. And so having gone into that stitch, I'm now going to finish off coming back round so that I finish in the center of the back. See, I've got a couple of loose tails I can tuck inside, but now when I position the arms, you can see how they're sitting. Yeah, they're sitting about right. And then I will finish off the doll by going round. So this is now my main line as I'm going round. So I will just continue going around as if this is one piece now. Do be careful when you get to these tight stitches that you're going into the right place. But otherwise it should be easy enough to finish off from here. Thank you for watching.